I don't think we've come back to visit yet, but maybe. Santa Claus.
Oh, why can't they all be this easy?
Yeah, don't attack me.
Ooh. We've got a wild one here.
And I'm invincible.
Shape up.
You cannot hurt me.
Shape up, I say. Oh, dear Flame.
What are you...
Flame.
Take my ember, what are you doing?
Macduff, the blacksmith. All I want is a little flame. So,
I think you have a problem,
hand
Macduff.
that ember to me. Right now, you imbecile.
I should probably murder you after this, huh?
What a marvelous ember. You've got stones, I pray. Give me stones, and I'll fortify your gear.
Don't think he means balls, but maybe. What do you have for sale? Uchigatana, my old friend. Used that a lot in Dark Souls 1. Infinite large shards, that's good to know. But we are here to infuse my dagger with the power of electricity. The whole system of making an elemental weapon is a lot simpler in this game. Is there any downside to having a raw weapon? Because I can make the mace a little bit stronger with a raw stone.
Flame.
Mace should be a bit stronger now. Should just be stronger, right? So that's probably a good thing for us. Now, my friend, I think it's time for you to retire. This guy's pretty strong. We like taser knifed him a lot. He doesn't care. Let's see how this does. Yeah, it seems pretty powerful. Oh, he's got a big club.
Scared yet?
A little bit scared. A little scared. Good thing I've got taser knife.
Flame. Dear flame.
Give me this. They do hand out a lot of slabs in Dark Souls 2. Another Twinkling Titanite? Sure, we'll upgrade a bit of my armor again. One last trip to Majula for tonight. Kinda tempted to continue. A little bit. Could get this one boss out of the way. Or at least attempt to. It's really the main boss I'm concerned with at this point. But now that we have the King's Ring, we can come here and open this door. This is the door I said before that leads to where the last boss is. We can't fight the last boss quite yet. We are very close. A few more bosses to go, then we can come back here, fight the last boss, and end the game. But it's not going to be easy. There are still a number of challenges left to go. That's where we are headed, down there. It's always such a long walk all the way down there, too. This coming up fight is the one that I wanted this dagger for. Might make life a little bit easier. Don't need the ring on anymore. Can we like roll fast with this? No, not really. Let's lose that, perhaps? That's kind of quick, I suppose. I will be happy once this fight is over. When I was practicing Soul Level 1, I actually had to summon NPCs for this fight. This time I'm going to try not to, but the summon signs are very tempting. We can actually summon Vingirl to help us. He's not that good, but he is all in one piece again, so... Alright. Let's do this. Throne Watcher and the Throne Defender. No surprise, another 2-on-1 boss fight. You have to kill them sort of around the same time too, or they will revive the other one. I think once one falls, you have about 20 seconds to kill the other one. The dagger does do decent damage. This is like a fight of patience, pretty much. Really can't get greedy here. The Watcher seems more nimble, more of a threat, so yeah. Probably take that one down first. No way, that did not hit me. You guys are cheating. Well, Watcher's mad now. Fuck, God. So after that, I found out that they're weak against fire weapons. And this is the first time I've done this, but this is how you revive an NPC, quote unquote. You can bring their ghost back and have them work for you still. So yeah, it's like, sorry about slaughtering you, you know, but I kinda need fire equipment for this fight.
I ought to fetch a new flare.
So I fired up the mace and the dagger, thinking that might help. While it did do a bit more damage, it still wasn't exactly helping me out so much. So that's when I caved. I feel bad about this, I do. I really tried beating these guys without summoning. But unfortunately, I lost patience. I spent at least a few hours running to these guys, fighting them, dying. Rinse and repeat until I was like, alright, Bernhardt, come join me, come help out. I don't summon Vingarl because when you summon someone, it makes the bosses harder, and Vingarl doesn't really pull his weight. He doesn't do much damage and just makes the fight harder. But with Bernhardt here, he's actually pretty useful. Still using my grenades though. Even with summons, this fight, doing it like this, is not easy. So even now that the fight is somewhat fair, it's still very difficult. You never know when they're going to turn their attention on you. Which they did a lot in this fight. Bernhardt was trying to catch up, but it's difficult. But at least he was distracting one or both of them for most of the time. Fighting them on their own, they really wouldn't be a threat, but it's just they work well together, I suppose. One's slow and one's fast. Same way with Ornstein and Smo. Just kind of works. Pair that with not being able to take 2 hits. And this is a very difficult fight in this game. Luckily, Binhart there is pretty resilient. So he tends to hang around for a while. But you really can't be lazy. You still have to be diligent in doing damage, otherwise you're just gonna have it 2-on-1 again. And have it be worse because you summoned someone, making them stronger. So I was somewhat worried here because his health is getting low, and they still have a decent amount of health left. Binhart seems to be missing a lot, but when he does hit, he does do a decent amount of damage. Now they're both powered up and angry. At this point I'm thinking, yeah, he's pretty much done. But they are getting close now, so... Still feeling somewhat okay about it? Somewhat? But the Watcher is 1 hit away from dead, and the Defender doesn't have that much to go either. So I just had to be really careful here. That is most of this fight, really. Really picking your time to attack. At this point, I think I just kind of went for it. And luckily, if you're standing like right up against the Defender, his first swing won't hit you. Apologies for having to summon someone for that fight. I'd really have rather not, but it's one way to get it done. Now that that's over with, we can focus on the rest of the game, which should hopefully be a lot easier. Because this was definitely the fight I was worried the most about. But now it's out of the way, so we reclaim our souls and move on.